So we're back for the second part of this video, and what we're going to do today is we're going to replace that knob and the temporary door handle that we put on. This is a pretty easy job. You just need a few simple tools. If you're replacing it, it's real easy. If you're putting a new one in, there would be more tools that you would need. But basically a screwdriver or a drill driver to take it all apart and put it all back together. It'll only take a few minutes to do this, and we'll show you how. Alright, so we just went and got a quick set. And I saved the old lock because I wanted to show you what happened. Pull this out here so you guys can see. Alright, so this is the outside of the old doorknob, and I don't know if you guys can see, you can try to focus in here, but it broke right here. This part attaches here, and when Becca pulled the door, it just broke the whole thing off. So, yeah, here's your key set, which fits in the end of that handle, and that's that. I don't know if you guys can see that fits right onto that key in there. But the handle, the whole thing broke off. So I took it off and put the other one on. It's just a pass through. Anybody could defeat this from the outside with just a little pick. You hit it and it unlocks it from the inside. But it was, 15 bucks. So we just threw it on so it would latch the door. So now let's get this replaced. All right, so what I got here is a Schlage lock, which is what's on here originally, and it was the one that broke. I could not find the brass colored one, but we're going to be remodeling this entire room, and we're going to be doing it in this color. So I just went ahead and got it now. Next year when we remodel, I'm ahead one set. But what I did do is when I was down at Lowe's, and that's where I purchased this, I had them key it because all the other locks in the house are Schlage locks. So I had them key it, this one to the key that we have for the rest of the house. So this one's all set to go. Alright, so I just come apart. You got to turn them a little bit to get them out of that device there. So here's the old one. We're going to put it in a pile here. Now this is the latch that comes with a quick set, so we do need to take this out. So the other one that is a Schlage will work with it properly. Now when you're pulling these out here on the end and you go to put the new one in and the hole is loose where you put the screw, here I'm going to bring you around so you guys can see it. If that hole is loose and it's not taking the new screw, just take a wooden match, break the match head off, tap it in with a hammer, and then snap it off. And then when you go put the new screw in there, that'll tighten it down. I got Ray behind the camera today. We're trying out a new camera. See it there? It was a gift from my children for my birthday. And that was back in November, and it's now January, and we haven't done a project around. So we're trying it out today.
Yes, we have.
Let us know how the quality is on it. I don't know if you guys know this. On these types, the arch needs to be down on the paddle. So this is set correctly for a left-hand swinging door, but if you had a right-hand swinging door, it would look like this. The paddle would be up, and you don't want that. So these are made to pop off, so you can switch this side with this side, so you can have it so the paddles are in the correct alignment with the arch up, so it goes down, okay? So that's how that goes in. And they do switch around. The directions will show you how to do it. Now, if you guys, there's two different settings on a door, depending on how far back this hole is cut by either the pre-installed door or if you do it yourself. And these will move either here or there to get you the two different lengths. This one is set properly for this door. But if yours was aligned over here, then that's easy enough. You can just put it together. All right, so Schlage does a nice job. See, this is really a long screw. This is for your deadbolt latch. I've already installed mine, and I actually put a piece of steel that it goes through, and that's to prevent somebody kicking in the door. I actually have a piece of steel bolted to the 2x4. So, I mean, if they want to get in, they're going to get in, but let's just not make it easy for them, okay? But what it does is, this is a longer anchor, and it's made for the deadbolt to go back into the stud. We don't need it because that's already installed. So we're going to need this to replace the deadbolt. And here's the new deadbolt down here. We don't need all the other pieces. We do need the strikers to change those. We'll change those out so the colors match. Now I'm going to save these screws. I got a little bucket downstairs. I like to put these in because, man, you never know when you'll need them. All right, so I want to show you this. By turning this out like that, it makes it longer if you have the door set that was over here. Or you can turn it, and the other one does the same thing. I should have shown you that. All right, and then it just goes in. You put your deadbolt through here. Hopefully I got that right there. So, oh, actually I got it wrong. Let's flip this around. So this is down because I want my key to be down and facing upright. Hit it the first time, right? Just tighten down. Don't over tighten. This is impact. Don't over tighten. Let's test around. We'll lock it. Yeah. So that's unlock. Lock. This is the key that I had them rekey. Beautiful. Works fine. Thank you, Lowe's. Nice job. That's beautiful. Key works just fine. All right, let's change out these. Save those. That's not going to stop a bad guy getting in. But those larger ones right here that go through this plate, and then on the back side here, and here is a piece of steel, and they have the holes corresponding, allowed to go through, and it goes right back into the stud. Okay, and that piece of steel, it's just something I do, is bolted through the double stud that's in here. And it's just you know, they're going to get in, but let's at least slow them down, right? So we'll put the new plate in. It's a Schlage. It should match right up. And all these screws do is hold that decorative plate in place. All right, let's give it a try and see if it functions properly and locks properly. Latches, seat's nice and tight. All right, let's try that deadbolt. Yep, that works just fine. Just needed to move the door handle a little bit. And if it doesn't, I have a little grinding tool that you can use to grind that plate out. Let's look at this old one here. Matter of fact, this old one, if you look at it, had been grinding on a little bit. So I may have to do that so I don't have to jiggle that doorknob. That's no big deal though. That just takes a minute. So, well, thanks for joining us for another Projects Around. Ray, thanks today for being behind the camera. We got another one we're going to be doing. Ray went in to use the restroom earlier and he noticed that the flapper on the back was leaking. You could hear the water running down. So we replaced that. We were going to show you that, but it's just not sealing up, and to be frank with you guys, I hate that toilet. It's time to replace it. So I'm going to get a new one. It's one of the Comfort Heights with the elongated bowl, but we got a little plumbing problem on the back side. The shutoff is leaking, so we're going to show you how to do that in our next home. But thanks for joining us today. This one was real easy to do. Like I said, you don't need a lot of tools to do it. Just took, actually took us more time setting up the camera and playing with the new camera than it actually did putting these in. This is easy. It's just, it's almost like plug and play. All right, thanks for joining us. If you like, do us a favor. Smash that like button. Give us a big thumbs up, okay? And if you like the channel, like what we're doing, leave some comments. Tell us what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, and please subscribe.